Y'all, what's up? When I tell y'all I am confused, I am confused. So, y'all know that I had told y'all I did the video and I told y'all about the Dante London deal or whatever, about him facing the eviction, right? Now, Dodash did a video where she takes us into the office and she signs a promise to pay letter because she's behind on her rent or don't have all her rent money. So she goes in there, she takes us into the office, and they give her till the 15th to come up with the money. And it sounds like that she will come up with the money, and they work with her all the time because she's always communicating. But I'm just saying, I'm confused because a couple of months ago, when they was getting the money, her and Dante, and this is not against them, it's more against the social media sites. But I mean, the truth is the truth. I mean, take it out, you want to take it. But both of them, a couple of few months ago, was saying, YouTube was on easy mode, do this, do that. And I've saw a lot of videos where Dodash was talking about telling people to quit their jobs. And I had made a comment on one of her uh videos like, okay, so if I up and quit my job, where is the money coming from? Who's paying the bills? Who's the source? You know, and that was the truth. I really wanted to know, because she was explaining how, you know, um, these jobs don't care about nobody and they'll replace you tomorrow. And basically, how we are stuck in a cycle, which is true. She didn't say anything wrong about that, but I was trying to figure out who was providing the finances. If we just up and quit our jobs and didn't have nothing else and we just came out of the matrix, we just gonna jump and don't have nothing to land on. That's what I was thinking. But I'm confused because both of them that was giving this advice, and I was really following them, like, and I'm still following them, but I was following them because, like I said, it's a mind game. I think, she was saying like for 25,000 views or something, like you get $200, or like for that month $7,000 or something when you hit this sprig or whatever. And now all of a sudden the money has dwindled down and died down for both of them. Now I was already upset. This thing just keep going down. I was already upset the other day, that she's well known and she's a social media influencer, and she was in Atlanta and she couldn't even go to the Beyonce concert because I thought, for all the content that she's given and her being known and all these viral videos that she's posted, that's the least she should have been able to do was go to a Beyonce concert and get dolled up for that day and dolled up for that night. But then I was getting ready to come on here because I had a download. So I was getting ready to come on here and do the download with y'all. But then it says something, her title says something about, I don't know if it says she was getting evicted and she about to lose her car or something it was saying. I'm just like, how? You know? But I guess the point that I'm making, and I don't want to, you know, uh, I don't know how. I don't want it to come out a certain way, but then again, it needs to come out a certain way. But I don't really mean it towards them. I just mean in general. Because there's a lot of videos, right, that I have done and a lot of things that I have said in my videos back then. And at the time that I said them, I met those things. That's where I was standing at that time. Those were my feelings. That's what I was dealing with. But like your let me make this make sense, if this makes sense to some people. Your feelings are not valid, if that makes sense. They valid, but they not valid. it's like they valid for that time, they valid for that point, they valid for that moment, but things change. You see what I'm saying? Things can change where you have a different perspective in 3 months. Things can change where you have a different perspective in 6 months, a different perspective in a year. Now, the things that you said on the video don't reflect what you're saying today, don't reflect what you're going through today. The mood doesn't justify what you said back then because you're in a different mood from then to now. You're in a different predicament, you're in a different situation. A lot can change from the time you get off the video recording and then you walk back into your reality, if that makes sense. So I understand what they were saying back then because the money was coming back then. But I guess it was the thing where they thought the money was going to keep coming, that they was on deck, you know. And once you get to that place where, you know what I'm saying, you got all this money coming in and it's on overflow, then it's easy to tell people, you know, to quit their jobs or to try to help people. You see what I'm saying? Or because both of them were really trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? As far as they content and they content creations, like I when even when the money was coming, like I never heard them not trying to help people. They always tried to show people the ropes. But I don't think it's so much them. It's the algorithm that you can't depend on. You see what I'm saying? Like these social media platforms, they'll get shiesty. They won't push your videos. They won't allow other people to know when you online, when you live. You see what I'm saying? Even me not even being monetized, I have people out there where they have pushed the little notifications to let them know when I go live. But then sometimes I see them, they might say, well, I ain't saw you, you know, recording it. Well, I'll be like, I'll be on there. Well, my notifications on. I ain't been getting no notifications, but I'm like, I'm on there every day, which tells me, and it's been different people saying this. So this is something that I know that, you know, sometimes these outlets will do to stop from having to pay you money or to slow you down or only give you a certain amount of money. But it's just so interesting how these people, then like I said before the other night, then dedicated all their lives to where both of them is facing eviction. And not only them, other YouTubers that I have seen, uh I don't know, I just don't get it. I don't know, this is about my fourth time in a week talking about this stuff here. I guess I'm just trying to bring awareness to myself as well. No matter how good things look at the time, stick with what you've been sticking to because you're not promised the money. It's not guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? Like both of them had really thought, you know, that they was over that hump. And I told y'all before about this video I watched where this girl, this white girl, she was doing all this makeup and everybody loved her and she was doing all this glitter face and this lipstick and that's how her channel blew up. Well, then she ended up buying a mansion and she was going to do some renovations on she was showing the renovations and stuff that she was doing to the mansion, and all of a sudden the people disappeared. They didn't want to see that because they came there for the makeup. And so when she started growing in different ways and trying to take her channel into a different direction, she lost all the makeup people. And I told y'all it was about another couple that they was together and they was this family channel or whatever, and then they start buying all these cars and Lamborghinis and houses in Maui and this and that. And then when they start trying to take their channel into a different direction, they lost everything, and they had to put the properties up for sale and this and that and this and that. So this is my thing in a nutshell. A lot of people record a lot of bad videos about DoorDash and about Dante London or whatever, or what they perceive that they think they're doing as far as like lying to get views. And Dodash even talked about that. She was like, she don't want to lie to get views, and she don't want to to ruin any relationships, because it's not worth the little $200 that YouTube is giving her to ruin relationships to the point where, people don't want to even listen to you no more. People can't trust you, or people start making content about you, talking about like how you basically clickbaiting. So she was saying she don't want no donation, she don't want no help. She getting up early in the morning. But it's just crazy. A few months ago, YouTube was on easy mode. Quit your job. I'm getting all this money, to now where both of them are facing evictions. Damn near. Well, I know he did, but she did a promise to pay on the 15th. And like I said, from the looks of it, it seems like she's going to have the money. But I'm just saying, like, this thing is just really something to be doing. It's not really nothing to take, but the thing is, I had watched the other night, like I had went back the other night, last night, I was watching some of Dante videos that he had posted, like maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. So he was talking about that he had the YouTube channel that he was getting paid off, and he had these endorsement deals. So that would make you get money off the YouTube views and the endorsement deals. But where's the endorsement deals? If he's getting put out, where's the endorsement deals? I never heard nothing else about the endorsement deals or whatever. So I don't know. Unless, like I said, unless somebody reaches for you like another celebrity, I mean, these things can happen. Because I think, what was his name? The one that did them Devil Nikes or whatever, the one that had that hometown country song with Billy Myers or whatever. I think Nicki Minaj found him. And certain people, if they are lucky enough to get pulled by celebrities, then that's a different story. But just to go at this by yourself and try to rely on this, it's a sticky situation. Anywho, I was just confused and just wanted to rant a little bit, because I can't understand it. Thanks for listening.